The thrill of victory.
Yay!
And the agony of defeat.
Boo!
Mostly just that second part. Here's what sucked in sports this week. You Suck Sports on 105.1 The Blaze.
Let's get excited to get excited. Got some big-time local and regional sports action this weekend that should be pretty good. It's the first Giants-Dodgers series of the season, although it might not seem like much by the end of the season. Right now, anyway, these are two of the top teams in baseball, with the Giants somehow holding the best overall record in the sport.
How is that even possible?
And there's big-time boxing on this weekend that features, two actual boxers.
Man, you got famous on the internet.
The Valley's own Jose Ramirez will square up against Scottish champ Josh Taylor for a fight that will end in a unified champion. This is by far Jose's toughest opponent yet. Taylor is undefeated as well at 17-0 with 13 knockouts and is the #1 European fighter at his weight. But more on that in a minute. Let's go ahead and start sports today with the unwritten rules of baseball.
Oh, not this again.
Look, I don't know what it is about old dudes and their unwritten rules. It's bad enough when the guy complaining is a writer that thinks the game was better before color. TV. Color TV.
Got him! Got him!
But it's an entirely different thing when the hate for today's game is coming from inside the clubhouse. From a team's own manager. White Sox manager Tony, who goes on second? La Russa, told reporters this week that he didn't really have a problem with an opposing pitcher intentionally throwing at one of his players. Why? Well, his player broke the unwritten rules and hit a home run when they were, already winning. So...
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't, does it?
I've followed sports a long time, and I've never seen a stat called respect for the game. You know what is a stat, though? Home runs. And come contract time, which one of those two things do you think the general manager of the White Sox is going to care more about?
Chicks dig the long ball.
And so do agents. Moving on. As I mentioned already, the Giants play the Dodgers this weekend, and what will be the first meeting between these two rivals this season. And with the Giants now owning the best record in baseball so far, a fact that Giants fans are not shy about bringing up, and the Dodgers being just 2 games back, this should be a fun weekend. When you add to that, people are finally starting to go out to sports bars again. It's a pretty safe bet that Jose Ramirez won't be the only fight you get to see Saturday if you plan on going out in public.
It's a bar fight!
Lastly, I want to go on record to say that I'm firmly Team Ramirez this weekend, obviously. But that doesn't mean I think this is going to be easy. Both these fighters are undefeated now, but that won't be the case after Saturday night. Now, I've met Jose a number of times, and I can tell you he's a real, genuine dude. The type of guy that's really hard not to root for. He puts a ton of pressure on himself to win, not just for himself and his family, but honestly for the Valley. He really does deserve to win. But that in no way means that he's, gonna. So do whatever you need to do to help support. Call it positive thought, call it prayer, call up your crazy auntie who speaks in tongues and carries a chicken foot with her everywhere she goes. I really don't care.
She's a witch!
We just need to get this done, because when Jose wins, we all win. It's time to show the world the Valley is more than just raisins and the underground garden and that place that Nick Cage dropped that guy out of an airplane in Con Air.
I said, put the bunny back in the box.
We can be the home of an undisputed world champion. Oh, and Braveheart suck.
You can quote him.
And that's sports for this week.
Make a rash decision every morning.
If you like that bit, don't miss the show weekday mornings from 6 to 10. And if you didn't, we'll try harder next time. Oh, also, follow, subscribe. You know the deal.
Rash, because someone has got to bring order to the chaotic mess that we call life. Weekday mornings on 105.1 The Blaze.